In this video, I'm going to show you how to sponge and splatter underglaze on a bowl and succulent plant holder. Hi, Marie here with another decorating video for you. This time I'll show you how to sponge and splatter a bowl and plant holder with underglaze. This is another cool pottery glazing technique that adds a new dimension to your pottery. All the supplies used in this video are listed for you in the show notes below. Follow along as I create this fun, unique, abstract look that you can try on your pottery. Let's sponge and splatter. I put plastic down to protect my area. For this project, I'm using Speedball Sky Blue Underglaze and Speedball Royal Blue Underglaze. I'm going to start with the Speedball Sky Blue Underglaze for the sponge glazing. Always make sure you mix your underglaze well. And this is the consistency of yogurt or sour cream. I have my wear board covered with plastic to test out the patterns first. If you're not familiar with wear boards, I have a video link for you in the show notes below. Before applying your underglaze, wipe your Bisqueware down with a clean damp sponge. You never want to skip this part. Want to make sure that your underglaze and glaze adheres properly to your pottery. You don't need too much underglaze on your sponge. And always test out the pattern before you put it on your pottery. You don't want to get too much on there. I want to be able to see the sponge pattern, so I don't want it too thick. I'll start in the middle and work my way out. Just dab and keep dabbing. Get that pattern in there. Not too much. Because you can always put more underglaze on your sponge. That looks good. I have 3 other sponge videos you can check out. I left a link for you in the show notes below. See that? Yeah. That looks good. I like that. Now I'll do the outside of the bowl. Not too much. I want to achieve that sponge pattern. Make sure I test it out. It looks good. Yeah. I like that. The nice part about underglaze is it dries really fast. I also like getting the bottom, so we'll put some on the bottom also. just enough white showing. That looks good. Make sure you wipe your bowl off with a clean, damp sponge. Never want to skip that step. I'm going to start in the middle and work my way around. Yeah, I like that pattern. It's pretty good. Dab. Always straight, up and down to get that pattern. That creates a pretty cool pattern. A little more. A little more contrast. There we go. You can see that? It's a nice pattern. I always like to do the bottom. If someone's looking at your work, they always flip it over, don't they? You always want something cool to look at when they flip it over. Make sure this foot area is sponged nicely. Wipe with the clean, damp sponge. I don't do the inside because it will be filled with dirt anyway. That's a little too thick. Ah, that's better. Here we go. Cool. Can test out many different sponges until you find the pattern that's right for you. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up or share with a friend. And, of course, we have to get the bottom, too. Not too much. Cool. There. Now it's time to splatter. You want to thin out your underglaze first. You don't want it too thick and globby. I do 3 parts underglaze to 1 part distilled water. Or 3 teaspoons of underglaze to 1 teaspoon of distilled water. Or a 3 count of my spray bottle. 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. Get all that underglaze over there. And stir. Always use distilled water in your underglaze and glaze. Because your underglaze may be thicker or thinner, you may have to use a little more or less water. You want the consistency of heavy cream. I have my 1-inch mop brush for the splatter effect. I like this brush because of the amount of underglaze it holds and the pattern that it creates on my pottery. Nice consistency. And always test out your pattern before you put it on your pottery. A little more, no, there. Three to 6 inches away and flick your brush. Get a nice flick there. Oh, that's good. Nice. Get a little more underglaze. Nice firm flick there. Oh, to the side a bit. That's a nice pattern. Test it out. Ooh, that looks good. I like the unique pattern that the splatter effect makes. There. Cool. You just flick to the side and then go around and flick up. Flick it sideways. There. Cool. Give it a nice firm flick and go both ways. There. You have to get the bottom. You can just keep flicking until you get the desired pattern that you want. I'll leave it. I like that pattern. Now let's splatter the succulent plant holder. Test it out. Looks good. I have another splatter video that you can check out. I also left a link for you in the description below. That's cool. Flick to the side. I love the pattern that it creates. Pretty nice. That looks good. Cool. Turn it around. 3 to 6 inches away and flick. It's all a flick of the wrist. That looks good. Test it and flick. Ooh, that looks good. Nice abstract look. Before I apply any glaze, I'm going to put a little wax on wax resist on the bottom of my succulent plant holder and my 2 bowls. This will keep the pattern on the bottom and the clear glaze will wipe right off. Go very gently because I don't want to mess up the pattern. And you only need 1 coat. If you're new to this channel, feel free to introduce yourself. Any and all pottery questions and comments are welcome. Now let that dry before we glaze. Now that the wax resist is dry, I'm going to apply 2 coats of Amico Clear Sahara liquid glaze. I'm going to use a medium-sized hack brush. Load up the brush. Nice. And apply. pour the glaze in on the inside. Make sure you rotate it around as you pour out the glaze. I always rest them upside down for about 10 minutes. For the bowls, I'm going to use the large hack brush and the medium for the bottom. Load up your brush. Now that I have 2 coats of clear glaze on all 3 of my pieces, I'll wipe any clear glaze that got on the bottom, let them dry, and into the scut kiln they go for a final fire at cone 5. These pieces turned out great. I like how the 2 patterns complement each other. Now that you've learned how to apply the sponge and splatter technique, I'll bet you can come up with some cool patterns too. I build my list of videos to create based on feedback from viewers like you. Make sure you leave your comments and questions in the comments section below. Don't forget to hit the like button. And to see more videos in the future, subscribe and hit the bell notification. That way you'll be notified anytime a new video comes out. You watching helps me to make more videos like this one. Now head on over to my How to Make a Casserole Dish video or my Making a Succulent Plant Holder video. If you do, I get to play with more clay. Let's stay dirty